Hey everyone, I'm Hallie Turner, Community Engagement Specialist, and today we're kicking off a brand new series called Building Columbia County. And that's where we tell you about various voter-approved projects across the county, giving you updates from start to finish and everything in between. And today's first episode is all about Building A. So come with me and let's learn more. Hey everyone, I'm Hallie Turner, and we're kicking off the new series, Building Columbia County, with episode 1. And today I'm joined with the Director of Facility Services, Stephen Prather, to talk a little bit about the new Building A. Now, some of you may have been driving by Ronald Reagan Drive and wondering what we've got going on over here. What is this big building? What could it turn into? So, Stephen, can you tell us a little bit about it now that we're sitting out in front of it?
Sure, thanks. So, obviously behind me is our new Building A. It's our administrative facility that will house multiple departments. This project, as you know, has been in the works for many, many years. Staff has worked together over the years to put together plans and site plans and thoughts and different ways to fund this project. The existing Building A, which is off to my right, has been around for way too long. We have a lot of leaks, a lot of issues. We've outgrown the space. So this is a very much needed project.
Can you kind of talk about when you guys broke ground all the way up to where you are now?
We started doing floor plans in-house early on a few years ago. We realized that we needed an architect to obviously finish the design and consult with other engineers. So we started that process and we broke ground, and we are now approaching a really good point in construction. We're dried in, obviously. We have a few more windows going in, but we've got HVAC on, we've got paint going in and finishes started. So we've got a lot more to go. I'd say we're probably 70% done. Existing Building A, there are people everywhere, people in closets. A lot of our facilities are like that because we've been so lean and made sure that we've fulfilled all of our facility needs for so long that our new facilities we're actually planning for more growth. So Building A being one of those, we have some shelf space. Each office has future space for employees and growth. So we're looking ahead and thinking ahead, and hopefully we'll accommodate all those needs in the future. We're still on time. We're still on schedule. We will obviously move in early 2026. After that, the contractor will begin demo and site work on the rest of the campus to tie this building in to the remaining facilities, as well as the traffic and pedestrian traffic, especially between the Justice Center and our other administrative buildings back here.
And there's a lot of new technology that's going into this building as well. What are really some of those big things that visitors may benefit from, or they may really enjoy when we move into this new building?
Our new traffic control center, state of the art. It's going to be beautiful. We'll have a nice window there so the public can actually interact and see what we're working with. We can present that to other counties. The technology that Columbia County has as far as traffic engineering is top notch. We have this beautiful piece of glass that has the ability to frost and be private or to unfrost. So it allows the public to interact, to be able to showcase this item. It also allows the privacy of our traffic engineers to work comfortably and where they need to focus.
When you think about the current Building A compared to this one, what differentiates the two aside from the technology?
So we planned and programmed this building to house multiple departments. Obviously working together, adjacent to one another. So our first and second floors are mostly departments that have a high public face. People come to the building, they visit our concierge desk, and they're able to go to engineering or licensing or permitting, planning and zoning. Those are a lot of the departments on the first and second floor, those key departments that the public interacts with. As you move up more into county operations, you have other departments that need to work closely together and do business together, as well as utilize the first and second floors departments.
So what else are you doing to this complex as part of the project?
Right to the right of Building A, our Justice Center project, our addition renovation of that. That's actually running at about the same speed and same phase of construction as Building A. We're adding 2 new wings onto that building, as well as renovating all of our courts. So our probate, superior, clerk of court, magistrate court, all spaces in the courthouse are getting a renovation. That building is over 20 years old and is a much needed renovation and expansion for that project. And Building A really helps tie in the campus.
And all of this is in part to add to the fact that Columbia County is growing.
Yes, these are much needed projects. not only for the operations for the county, but for the public. Our courthouse, obviously, we're getting an expansion and addition, so we can house traffic court and produce and have more people come in and out quicker and more efficiently, so that gives us more space. Building A, again, just the operational needs of the county as well as the public, and being able to come in and have a one-stop shop for business.
Now that we've gotten our update on the outside, let's go take a look at the inside.
So we're outside the main entrance of Building A. As you'll see behind me, this is our old Building A. This is where the public would enter. As we walk through, directly in front of us will be another front door. That's actually where Ronald Reagan is, so we do have access to that as well. Behind me will be parking, a nice little green space, and then just over that building right there will be Building B, so other county operations in that as well.
And then if we go in, if you're going to walk through the doors, what kind of is this area once we walk through?
So as we walk in, the main entrance off to your left will be the concierge desk. This is where any of the public can get information, drop off information, or get wayfinding throughout the building to where they need to be. Behind that is actually our 311 center. So all the calls that we get for anything involved in the county will be held there. This is the main lobby, a grand stair off to your right, elevators off to your left. We'll go see our traffic control center as well as our auditorium, but one thing I want to talk about here is off to your left and right are our engineering and our development services. These divisions are actually 2 stories. So within them are multiple departments. So one key element of the design here is how do departments work together, being on 2 floors. And so in lieu of coming out to the main lobby and going upstairs, these departments have inter-department stairs so they can work a little bit more fluid and a little more quickly with each other up and down stairs within their own departments. So let's go to look at the TCC, our Traffic Control Center.
Now this is one thing that a lot of people should be excited about. So if you come into Building B now, you can't really see much of the traffic control. I know we're doing our Traffic 101 class, so they're gonna have a little bit more space here. So Sure. What would they see here?
So the neat element you're missing right here is the wall. And this will be a frosted wall that will be either frosted for privacy or clear for public view. So along that back wall will be our traffic control center. So think big screen TV, multiple TVs with all of our traffic information on them. There'll be 3 engineers here that monitor that and can report back to police or whatever they need to do. So the public can come in and view that, or they can frost the glass and it be private.
What was the push to have the frosted glass?
There's some things in the traffic control center obviously are private or need to be private, or just something that the public doesn't necessarily need to see, maybe bad wrecks or bad events going on. So having that privacy and let these guys operate, this is a department that's in operation, and so having glass here and the public can look behind you all day is just not something that's operationally sought after.
Absolutely. And so the next thing we've got right across the way is the new Commission Auditorium. Now, can you kind of talk to all of the new technology that'll be in here? How will this room work differently than the small room that we've got now?
Right. So obviously, triple the capacity. We'll have a new dais there. We'll have a nice audio-visual booth. So all of the nice new technology that you would expect in a brand new auditorium. Multiple TV screens, so people can view things a little bit easier. So overall, just a much larger space for the capacity that we're seeing. So we'll have multiple aisles. The fins on these walls, you'll see light coming in to diffuse natural light, so you don't want bright light into the auditorium, so that allows some light to filter through. And on those walls over there, you'll see another TV, so the public who's sitting back here can actually see what's going on. If there's a plat or a map or a drawing on that the commissioners are discussing, you'll be able to see that right there.
Pretty neat. So we're leaving traffic control, auditorium chambers, and 311 to go to the 2nd floor.
We're going to go up our grand staircase here in the main lobby. Another key design feature here is that the most public-facing departments are on the 1st and 2nd floor, so they're easier to access for the public. Think about permits, licensing, engineering, planning and zoning. All those are on the 1st and 2nd floor, so they can be a little bit quicker to access. Engineering, road construction up here, pre-construction, land acquisitions, our building standards, our fire marshal, as well as planning services. So this is all engineering on this side, and this is development services, so building standards, fire marshal.
So we've left the 2nd floor and we're coming to the 3rd, where there's a lot of light up here. So what is going on up here?
So yeah, typical phase construction, contractors moving from the top floors down. That way, trash, debris, everything kind of comes from the fourth floor down to the first floor and makes everything a little bit nicer, a little bit easier to phase. We talked about the first and second floor as being more public facing. As we move up, it kind of goes more into county operations. So on the third floor here, we have our shell space. What you see is what you get here. It's kind of an open shell, but it allows us a lot of growth. New departments are always coming and going, reorganization of the county and staff. So it gives us a place to build more offices in the future should we need them, which we will.
Well, that was my next question. Will there be wall build outs in here? Will it be more cubicle style?
It could be a mixture of both. So throughout the building, we have a mixture of open office and private office. So during county operations, somebody may need to take private phone calls who requires an office. Other spaces in an open office may be an inspector coming and going and is in the field all day. So we have a mixture of both. We have our finance department, and off to our right is HR. We still have a lobby, a little bit more secure. Still a good counter here, open office, so when you come in, you're served immediately. We have our new employee hires, conference rooms for all that, those events for when a new employees come in, they get to go through the gauntlet of what they need to do. Plenty of workspace and files, storage for files. So a really good space for HR. This will be open office with cubicles, so similar to what they have now. They all work together again, so in an open office, that's what you want. You want the communication, the correspondence back and forth quickly instead of going into another office, as well as the adjacency to the counter to serve employees.
Another thing that I've noticed, even just walking through here, the current building is a little bit dark. You know, there's not a lot of natural light. In here, we've got a lot of big windows, open rooms. Was that part of the plan? For sure.
So we've known over the years as design has evolved how important natural light is. So we have a lot of glass here, a lot of natural light, a lot of big windows.
So now we're going to the fourth floor.
So we're going to the fourth floor with county administration. So county manager's office, the commissioner's offices, executive conference rooms. A lot of the very important county operations are going to be happening on the fourth floor. This is a nice atrium or lobby area here. So most likely the public would use the elevator on the fourth floor, but very welcoming. Be able to walk right in and be helped by our county deputy clerk. Just like our lobby now in Building B, very similar. County Commissioner offices off to the right, County Manager's office off to the left. This is the top floor. The construction is going to be working from the fourth floor down. So obviously we're getting finishes, we're getting ceiling tile and grid, lights are on, HVAC's on. So as they start making less and less of a mess, they start moving down. So all the debris, the trash goes down. It's just an easier way for construction to be phased. And it's also 4 stories. We needed that. So our footprint was maximized in this area where we had available space. We built it closer to Ronald Reagan to allow some standoff from existing Building A because there's still employees working in that one. 4 floors, we had to go tall. We have a lot of different departments coming into this. We're consolidating, we're having better operations, better efficiencies working as far as county staff as well as public facing, so engineering and development services, planning. A lot of those are all being combined into one building and we're taking them from multiple other buildings. So October, November, you'll start seeing a lot more things happen. The site will start to be really wrapping up around the building. Again, this is a 2-phase construction, so we'll get our temporary CO here and then we will begin tearing down the old Building A and finishing the site in the parking lot. So you won't see a very finished product all the way until about June of next year, but we'll be moving in hopefully about 2026, January, late December 2025.
Well, Stephen, thanks so much for giving us a tour of Building A today. We look forward to being back here with you in a couple of months for the next Building Columbia County to kind of see where things are at. So stick around and we'll see you next time.